Hi everyone, this is Phil Travis, EOU History 111. Like I said, my name is Phil Travis. I am your instructor for this course. This is World History Survey Part 1. We cover a lot of history in this class. This class really goes from the emergence of human civilizations, some 5,000 to 6,000 years ago, up until roughly 1500. So we cover a lot of topics in this class. And because it's a 10-week quarter, we have to kind of choose some of our subjects specifically. But this is a really fascinating topic that I think we'll all really enjoy this class. We get to examine the early Sumerians, the Egyptians, the Romans, the Greeks. Really, really fascinating periods of history that we get to cover in this class. So World History 111. I hope everybody's excited. I see a few familiar faces. Glad to see some folks, taking the class that have taken my classes previously. Great to see all the new faces too, though. I think these classes are a lot of fun, and I try to do some things in the online classroom that, at least my intention is, help make the class become a little bit more alive for you. Every week you will have an opening announcement like this. Every week I provide a recorded lecture. So based on your reading, based on the topic of your reading for the week, I post a lecture, a recorded video lecture that I make, 20 to 40 minutes long, and you can watch that at the beginning of the week. You can even watch it while you're doing your laundry or something and kind of get a feeling for the topic that we're covering during this week. So I try to provide you with announcements like this, video lecture, other films, to try to make the class come alive for you. At least that's my hope. Couple of pointers about the class. So first of all, everything you really need to follow in this class is in the modules area of your Canvas page. Of course, also the instructor contact information, the syllabus is really also important. But other than that, you follow the course by following through modules. Each week, you'll see a new module, and the module will have a new reading assignment, a new lecture for the week, and a new discussion. Every week, we have a graded discussion forum, and the graded discussion forum is really it's really an easy aspect of your grade if you just kind of do it the way the guidelines are set up. So the discussion forum for each week, the discussion board is worth 10% of your grade overall, so 1% each week. And the way the discussion forum is set up is basically you're given a series of questions, and you make a first post no later than Thursday by midnight, and then at some point at any other time during the week, before or after, make at least 2 replies to classmates. So post by Thursday, 2 days of activity, 2 replies to classmates, and then you get the full 10 points for each week. I don't grade the discussion forum on you being wrong or right. I want to see informed opinions that are based on our readings or the lecture presentation for this week. I want to see you guys kind of grappling with some of the some of the tough questions that we deal with in history when we think about how history not only matters to the past but matters to us today. So that's 10% of your grade. You have 3 tests in the course. There's a study guide for each test. I will make the study guide available at the beginning of each week, so you have plenty of time to work with it, at the beginning of each section. So the class is kind of broken up into 3 sections, and at the end of each section you have a test. There's no cumulative final. So for each test section, I will post a study guide at the beginning of it. The tests are worth a total of 60% of your grade. In addition to that, you have a series of quizzes. The quizzes are worth 10% of your grade. And you also have one paper that's worth 20% of your grade. I'm wondering if I did my math right. Yes, I did. I did my math right. 60% for tests, 10% for quizzes, 10% for discussion, and then 20% for the paper. You have a second paper that'll be optional. If you don't do as well in the first paper, I drop the lowest grade, and you can do an optional second paper. More information on that will be coming up as we move closer to the due dates for the paper, but you have some time on that. And there's no quiz this week except for the syllabus verification quiz, but that's really easy. You'll just follow that through as you kind of get accustomed to the course. This week, our reading assignment is the first chapter from our textbook. Our textbook is Patterns of World History. So if you don't have that, get that. I'll try to post a scanned copy of the first chapter if I can, if anybody's slow getting the books. But chapter 1 from Patterns of World History. I also have our lecture up for the week too, so go ahead and watch that. Remember, in the discussion board, always be respectful and always make sure your opinions are always informed by our readings or the other materials for the class. I'm going to do a little extra credit thing during the term. Some of you who have had the class before know about this. It's just something that is kind of fun that we do during the class. You get the extra credit by watching these announcements, but I don't want to run this announcement too long, so we'll start that next week, and I'll tell everybody about it during the week and next week so that everybody knows how to get the easiest extra credit points you'll ever get. Kind of fun too, just by watching these opening announcements. Advice for the class, start the class early. Begin the week watching the opening announcements. Watch the announcements on Monday, then watch the weekly lecture, and then do the reading. And the lecture will really help you to kind of understand what's in the reading and kind of be able to focus in on the material. Other than that, I think that's enough for right now, and let's have a great week. Again, my name is Phil Travis. I'm your instructor for the class, World History 111. With a lot of fun in this class. If you have any questions, please, please email me. I check my email all the time, so email me and I'll get back. But hopefully everything's pretty clear. Let's have a great quarter, and let me know if you have any questions, guys.